Hi, I'm Tim Travis of Xbox Reviews and Verdicts, and today I'm reviewing another Borderlands 2 add-on, Mr. Torgue's Campaign of Carnage. Borderlands has been known for some crazy characters, Claptrap, Dr. Zed, and Scooter, just to name a few. But could it be any crazier? Yes, it could, it seems. It's like Gearbox decided to chug several cans of Red Bull as inspiration for Mr. Torgue's new DLC. Yeah, things will get crazy.
I'm Torgue, and I'm here to ask you one question, and one question only. Explosions!
So what's the verdict on this Campaign of Carnage? Let's find out.
Bring the hell up!
When you walk up to a fast travel station to access this DLC, you know exactly what you're getting into when you read the title of the location, Badass Crater of Badassitude. Like any Borderlands DLC, this takes place after the events of the main game, but you can play it before or after you finish the main story anyway. Apparently there's a new vault around that will only open for the ultimate champion of Pandora. Mr. Torgue is hosting the tournament, and it's up to you to become the champion by eliminating the competition one by one until you face off against Piston. In the end, this vault isn't that important in the grand scheme of the Borderlands universe, but during the story you will, spoiler alert, be looting and meeting crazy characters. While Gearbox makes good use of returning characters Moxie and Tiny Tina, obviously the star of the show is Mr. Torgue. He has to be one of the funniest video game characters I've seen recently. He is the owner of the game's explosives weapons manufacturer, and his personality matches his company. He's loud, abrasive, irreverent, and if you're a fan of censor bleeps as much as I am, I think you'll get along just fine with him.
Which means all our beer is poisonous.
He's an absolutely nuts character. Example, why does he let loose his armed employees to try to kill you? Because it, you'll get bored otherwise. He's a hilarious, soon-to-be fan-favorite character, and will regularly broadcast nonsensical messages over the intercom.
A lot of people can ask why my voice being so the Torgue shareholders wired my voice on digital business, so I can't say stuff like your fucking fault. That's like half my fucking vocabulary. It's goddamn bullshit.
You might not be laughing out loud towards the end like I did in the beginning, but Mr. Torgue makes this the funniest DLC in the series. Much funnier than Pirate's Booty, and on par with, if not more hilarious than the base game. Unfortunately, the problem I had with dialogue being cut out in the heat of battle persists from the main game. The setting of Campaign of Carnage is pretty consistent. With the exception of the Forge, you'll be questing, fighting, and looting in a desert setting. I'm not sure what to think of this, as the base game, and to a lesser extent the Pirate's Booty DLC, did a great job of mixing up the environments. This might be a throwback to the setting of the first game, and I'll give this setting a pass this time. But if Gearbox doesn't mix it up in the next DLC, its score is going to be hurt. One thing I noticed during my Campaign of Carnage was the difficulty, or lack thereof. I started this up as a level 25 Necromancer, and while I did do a few side quests, the enemy leveling behavior never forced me to do high amounts of questing. However, there will be multiple level 50 quests and the occasional arena fights, but there could have been more of the latter. I'm also disappointed by the lack of new enemy types or pilotable vehicles. And of course, like Pirate's Booty, when you return to fight Handsome Jack, enemies won't level with you, so you'll be fighting guys a few levels behind you while getting no worthwhile loot. Something to keep in mind. Campaign of Carnage may have a few missed opportunities, but it might be Borderlands at its funniest, and is quite worthwhile for those hungry for more loot.
Like I got a promotion!
Thanks for watching this review. Please subscribe to the channel, follow me on Twitter, follow the blog, and check out the Facebook page. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy my future videos.
Buff Gamer here. Today I'm reviewing Diamond Mercenaries 2. The gameplay's pretty dull. It sucked. 6 out of 10. What? Diamond Mercenaries 2 was awesome! Falls under! Find that asshole and kill him because I disagree with his review score!